Okay, today I am taking a look at Basil Hayden, just the regular Basil Hayden. There's lots of new iterations of this particular release, but this is the original Basil Hayden, and obviously this is part of the same group of items that Knob Creek, Baker's, Booker's came out of, but it's really premiumized over the years. They've changed the label a few times and finally landed on this, so it's now at a premium price. The deal with Basil is that it's the high rye recipe that Jim Beam makes, so same as Old Granddad. Basil Hayden is actually Old Granddad, that is referring to that on the bottle of Old Granddad, but that it was an 8-year, so it had some age on it, and then it was bottled at 80 proof, so it was bottled at the same proof that like regular Jim Beam is bottled at. So it was a lower proof, but it had some age, and that was the way it was kind of rolled out for years. They finally took the age statement off. Age statements are relatively restrictive, especially as demand keeps increasing for this particular line of product. So, but it still has a mature age profile. It's in that 6 to 8 year range, and it's bottled, still bottled at 80 proof. So the thing that I love the most about Basil Hayden is that it has one of the all-time best noses of any bourbon on the market. It's very unique. It has this very like strong, sweet orange aroma, like almost like an orange tea aroma. Marmalade. Maybe just like a touch of honey and just a touch of spice, but it's mostly that very aromatic, almost as like an orange, like an expressed orange peel on the top of an old fashioned. That is what this smells like. It smells fantastic. Very elegant. Very appetizing. Yeah, and I mean, you'd say maybe because of the proof it would be for a beginning bourbon drinker, but I don't think so, because I think, relatively speaking, the aroma, the complexity of the flavor profile of Basil Hayden is such that it's really for someone who has approached bourbon before. Obviously, low proof, you can taste it maybe a little bit easier if you don't have a lot of experience, but otherwise, I think it's approachable, but it's still, relatively speaking, complex, and it's got a great nose. So let's taste it. So one, because of that 80 proof, it's very easy to kind of keep on your palate. It's not going to burn. Really elegant warming spice. I get like a ginger honey thing going on. It's just a very silky palate. The citrus comes back. There's like a lemon drizzle kind of combined with a little touch of tropical fruit with a little bit of orange. Just very, very, very pleasant. So, if you're somebody who gets a lot of barrel proof whiskey, but often finds that you're putting an ice cube in it to bring it down, I think it's good to try a bottle of Basil Hayden, because I think you can always drink this neat. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it in a cocktail because of the proof, but with that a little bit more mature age profile and the 80 proof, this is perfect to drink neat. So definitely something to recommend at the holidays if you just want a nice 2-finger pour of easy drinking, but complex and elegant straight bourbon whiskey. You really cannot go wrong with Basil Hayden. So there you go. Cheers.